Oh no. Apparently somehow I had unmuted my stream. Hello and goodbye. Slander. Okay, I'm here. It's all good. Welcome everybody to Vesever Story Time. Thank you very much for indulging me on my minute lateness here. So anyways, Duke, Slander, Bait, Cheese, Honey Bear. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for the lurk, Honey Bear. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day. The echo should be gone because I muted that. If it's not, please let me know, so this way you're not stuck with an echo the entire stream. Otherwise that would be ridiculous and nobody wants that. No more echo. Perfect. Okay, so bam. See, Luke. Hello. Welcome. All right, we're going back into our game of Bomberman.
Thrills, chills,
Hey, kills. Thank you so much for the bits there. Okay, now where am I going here? Do. Time to die. No, wait, I just read that bit. I saw the bits. I didn't notice the message until just now. No death. No, please. I want to live. His goal is to hold us to this island hostage in order to make the traitor come forward. But if he can't pull that off, what is he planning to do? Is he really going to blow up the whole island? Yes, he is. The restaurant, okay. I couldn't remember if we were meeting Nagito in his room, going to the restaurant. No, right, yes, because where we left off, we were saying that, did other people go to the restaurant? What's happening? There we go, that's more like what it usually is. Hey, good morning, Hajime. About yesterday, I may have been somewhat careless with my words. I could not keep myself from snapping at what Kazuichi said, and I acted on my own. Thanks to my actions, everyone ended up going their own separate ways, right? Yeah, but what you said wasn't wrong either. All you friends with your fancy persuasions and fancinesses and Guitar, I think they're all in on it. They're all in on it. I have not given up yet. I will do my very best to live until the very end. If not, I will not be able to face Gundam, Nekomaru, or the others who have died. Cool beans. No, we don't want... Okay, it's bothering me that the outside lobby here is not blowing up. And then as soon as you go in, it is. And right here is a big hole, so that which means right as soon as we go up to the restaurant, there should be a big hole up there as well. Can't help but have your suspicions, I agree. The moment I set foot inside the restaurant, the worst case scenario was unfolding before me. Oh, so everybody's murdering each other. Right here, and that's what I'm walking in on. Because, I mean, that would be the worst case scenario. Either that or walking in and seeing, like, literally everybody dead except one person because they all took turns killing each other. Oh, I'm close.
Time's over. Now, where'd you hide the bombs?
Nagito's probably like, harder.
That hurts, but I'll never tell.
Oh, he couldn't even make a choked voice sound. Disappointing.
If you really want me to spit it out, you should try torturing me or something.
Huh? Torture?
Maybe you can stab my fingers with that fork over there. Or scoop my eyes out with that spoon.
Oh, he wants this. He wants it bad.
If you're not willing to fill me with despair, there's no way my hope will ever
Oh, there we go. Akane's hand suddenly wrapped around Nagito's neck, and his face began turning a startling shade of red.
Going with me. Just die already.
Her clenched hands kept squeezing even tighter. As if she was trying to snap his neck instead of just strangling him.
Hey.
What are you doing? Akane!
This is bad.
Hey, are you alright? Isn't he seriously going to die? But she was too overcome by rage to acknowledge us. I bet you that's our waifu slapping her. Huh? Oh, I was right!
Calm down, okay? You wouldn't
Ochiake.
do something like that, right? You're not the kind of person who would hurt someone.
She was the only one who I didn't see talking yet, so I had to have been her. How can she slap with... I don't know, was it a slap or was that a punch?
Right? See, it's all right. Yep, no problem.
Secretly, she's really freaked out that Akane's going to attack her now after that slap. It's like, yeah, it's all right, right? No problem, please. Sorry, I'm awake now.
That's weird.
What was I doing anyway?
Hey.
That's what I want to ask. Don't tell me you were actually thinking about killing him. And that's when it happened. In the corner of my eye, I saw him slowly stand up. Oh man. She's got a strong hand, you're right, Luke. Strong hand.
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. I gotta see my dead dog again. I haven't seen him in ages.
Huh?
Serves you right, you probably pissed off Akane in the first place.
Wow.
I didn't mean to do that though. Anyway, thank you for saving me. Looks like I owe you one.
Then,
If you sincerely mean that, please tell us the password to enter the ancient rune.
Huh?
The password? To that ancient rune? What are you going to do with that?
You...
Don't play dumb. You've hidden the bombs inside that rune, right?
You're right.
Yep, I did. Until yesterday. Huh? What do you mean until yesterday? Hey, Nugget, what do you mean by until yesterday?
Well...
There wasn't anything important inside the ancient ruin, just some familiar scenery. Familiar scenery?
Jeez.
I got bored of it. Also, if I hid them in there, it would be completely meaningless. So even if you had managed to learn the password to the ancient ruin, it has no meaning anymore. Now that I've moved the bombs somewhere else.
hey.
But they were inside their ancient ruin, right?
I'm glad.
Anyway, I guess it was right for me to move them. They were about to be found before the traitor confessed. Well, it's not like it really matters. In fact, that might be better.
Amazing.
To make hope shine even brighter.
Bastard!
Stop talking crazy and tell us where you moved the bombs already. A hey and a right? Say what? Yeah, I know. Hey, alright. Looks like you're in a hurry. Well, that's understandable. After all, time runs out today.
Hey.
Then let's begin the final battle. 2-3 more streams, oh boy. The final battle between the traitor and everyone else. The final battle between hope and despair. The place I hid the bombs this time is a place you've all visited at least once. 2-3 more streams, eh? That would actually be perfect because if it's this Saturday, then the Monday. I might have to sneak an extra one in there before my vacation.
Hey!
That's it? That's too broad.
See?
Shouldn't be that hard if you guys split up. For now, why don't you guys search everywhere as fast as you can? As long as everyone cooperates, it should be easy to find out where the bombs are. What the heck?
This is exciting!
I'll be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. Not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's going to be fine. As long as you believe and hope with all your hearts, the path should open. With that, Nagito walked away and left us with his sinister mixed message.
Damn it!
Damn it, why does he still have to be alive?
Dumbass!
Now's not the time to complain about stuff like that.
Oh,
Besides, we don't have time to fight among ourselves.
you are right.
Nagito he brings hope for me to continue streaming this game. If it wasn't for Nagito, I would have just given in to despair. And I wouldn't have known if I could have continued streaming this. You are right. We must hurry and search for the bombs. We should still have time to stop them.
I mean...
But based on all the places we searched, I don't know where we should look.
Shut the hell up!
The only thing we can do is split up and cover as much ground as we can. There are exactly 6 of us. Each person should be in charge of searching an island.
Damn it.
Then leave this island to me. I already have the layout of this island in my head. If Akane has the first island, then I'll do the second one. Sonia should get the smallest island. Are you okay with searching the central island? Huh? What?
Anyway,
You're probably not good at covering ground anyway, right? It's fine. You can search the central island. Jockey, you search the third island with the hospital. Hajime, you search the amusement park island. No! And I'll handle the final island. Alright, let's do it. I don't want to go back to the amusement island. Let's hurry up and find those bombs so we can take care of Nagito once and for all. We stormed out of the restaurant and immediately left to search for the bombs. We didn't have time to even think about who the traitor is. But it's ironic. Nagito is the reason we're all splitting up. But the reason we're all cooperating is because of Nagito too. It's pretty damn ironic. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic? Yeah, I really do think. I'm in charge of searching the 4th island. I should search every nook and cranny. According to Nagito, the bombs have enough power to easily wipe out this entire island. That's probably not very small. I'll definitely find it. Alright, places that we've been. It's not in the pet house. Hope does count as... oh boy. We haven't been in the horror house, but whatever. We'll look everywhere. Because it was closed. Oh, but the door's open. Wait, but we've never been inside here, so... that would be a lie. Although there is literally a bomb on the top of the house. I do not get the beach island. That's not my purview. They said no. I'm like, oh, the door's open? Looks like I can go inside, but it's possible the bombs are hidden in here. All right, let's go. There you guys go. Get the music. I know it's not the right Monomi music, but... how should I describe this place? It's so cloyingly cute that I feel like I'm going to be sick.
No!
Why is Hashime in my house? The door was wide open. As soon as she heard that, Monomi waddled to the door and...
That's...
broken! My security system is broken! The robber probably did it! No, a robber is no excuse. A female teacher with a young boy student in her house is just inappropriate. Yeah, I've been splattered with disgrace. Jeez, she's noisy. Look at all these monitors. Right next to her bed? Are these monitors? They're not displaying anything right now, but why are there so many? Are you monitoring us with these? So I was right. The surveillance cameras all over the island, and the footage those cameras are recording. You were watching that footage on these monitors. You were monitoring us for your own sick pleasure, weren't you? I was, until Monokuma appeared. I I no longer have my magic stick. And because of that, Monokuma stole all my powers. So I don't have the authority to monitor everyone anymore. These monitors are useless. Huh? What does that stick have to do with the surveillance cameras? Anyway, I can't monitor everyone anymore. I have no other way of following your movements unless I rely on these somewhat nifty ears. I don't really understand, but does that mean Monokuma has been watching us from those surveillance cameras?
That's wrong.
No, it's probably not him either. In his current state, he shouldn't even need to use those cameras. See? His current state doesn't need cameras. His power keeps increasing beyond my expectations. He surpassed any standard of measuring it. Hey, stop talking about stuff that doesn't make sense. He's watching those surveillance cameras.
Got it?
They probably only matter to the outside? Outside? Do you mean the group that's controlling you and Monokuma? I see, so the people outside the island are watching the footage captured by the surveillance cameras and... Well, let's just brush this whole thing aside. There's no way I can do that! But I can't say. Hey. She trying to cover it up by crying? That's exactly what Monokuma does. Just as I thought, I can't trust her at all. The heck is this? Monomi plushies on hangers? No, attaching my things without permission. They're important. Your own plushies? You must love yourself. Just like Monokuma.
That's wrong.
You're wrong. Please don't compare me to that thing. You don't have enough delicacy. Entering a woman's house without her permission and touching her things makes your teacher very sad.
Got it?
This will not be allowed. Hajime needs a class in morality. Delicacy and morality? I don't think those things have anything to do with each other.
That's right.
I shall give you a special private lesson after school. Miss Monomi will slowly and thoroughly give you a good teaching. Oh, that sounds really inappropriate. Once again, I've been splattered with disgrace. What did the robber steal? I don't even know what the heck a robber is. She mentioned something about security. This was just the first place I ended up running into because I went to the right first. She said something about security system, but being broken from a robber, but I don't know. Unless you're talking about Monokuma stealing her stick. Such a sticky and gooey disgrace. You're the one who started saying it. Said something about a robbery. I kind of want to know. Maybe I should ask her about it. I've been splattered with disgrace. Such sticky disgrace. My gosh, Monomi, what the heck? So anyway, you said something about a robber. Are you talking about Monokuma? Monokuma wouldn't do something as cheap as breaking the lock. Ever since he took over my power, he can do anything he wants on this island as long as he wills it. Power? Will? You're always so melodramatic. But if it wasn't Monokuma, does that mean the robber's one of us? I'm not doubting my students or anything, but my important thing was definitely stolen. What's your important thing anyway? My treasure box. I don't think any of us would steal Monomi's treasure box. If someone did, why would they steal it in the first place? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? Magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Oh dear. I don't know if I come across it. Alrighty! That's enough of your questions. Now it's my turn to question you. Me?
Hey!
Why did you suddenly come to the amusement park? It's strange that you're walking around alone. Did something happen? Something did happen. That's right. I don't have time to waste at a place like this. Hey, I need to ask you an important question. Do you know where they are? Somewhere on Jabberwock Island. Negito?
Hey!
Why, hello there, Monami. Wanna play with your big brother? Monokuma. What's with your sudden invitation? We've never played before. Come on, everybody's busy. You shouldn't interfere. So hurry up and come play with me. My ears, please don't pull my ears.
I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll let you students handle the rest. Do your best. He always interferes whenever we're discussing something important. I guess he really is monitoring us. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I bet you this is something about something thick and sticky. I've been splattered with disgrace. Such sticky disgrace. Oh no, it cut off a bit. That's okay. Oh, this game's it's getting quite out there with Monami. My goodness. Kusami was a program supposed to create hope? So, Guitar, does that mean this was originally a simulation to create hope as opposed to despair? They tried turning it around? Well, Cheese, we had a lovely discussion in the Discord earlier. So basically, I still think Monokuma is being a virus getting into this program from the Future Foundation. I don't know who the Future Foundation is, if it's the Ultimate Despairs, and it was their name of their foundation after Junko. Because if they're the World Enders, or if that whole World Enders is wrong and that's our good guys, I don't know. So I have yet to find out that, but I still think Monokuma was a virus that got into this simulation as such. Because he's digital, I still think it's like a digital Junko, as it were, controlling him. But Monami... See, that's the... I think Monami was just some basic other program. Nothing really... Because she doesn't really have anything extra to her. She's just useless. So, a useless AI program. But Usami is hijacked by Junko Baby. That's the whole thing. Find out clips the last 10. Yeah, I hate that bait. I hate that so much. Searching for the bombs. I shouldn't waste any more time. A fun school trip dating sim. Get my harem going. I leapt out of the Monami house and returned to searching for the bombs. Damn it. Don't see the friggin' bombs anywhere. Nothing good will come from rushing. I should try looking somewhere else. To the next place. Nezumi Castle. Although we were just here yesterday. Oh, that would be the perfect place. Why would it be here? We were just here. And then it's actually there. Okay, I still need one more Monokuma bear, too. Junko turned away more interesting game. The bombs shouldn't be small. If I find them, it should be really obvious. Damn it, looks like there's nothing in here. Oh. Alright then. I didn't get to go back into the castle. Intel investigate, okay. I didn't see the friggin' bombs anywhere. Nothing good will come from rushing. Yeah, same thing. Whee! I'm only running because there's only 900 steps left. Until Monami evolves. Holy crap. I actually said 900. Oh my goodness. That was dead on. Well, looks like it's not here. It's no use. Nothing suspicious here either. Alright, that's that.
Hey,
Hajime. I found them. You found them? Yeah, scrap ton of bombs were piled on top of each other. Damn it. Didn't expect to find actual bombs. Where did you find them? In that stupid factory where the life-size Monokuma plushies are made. A plushie factory. Got it! I'll go tell Kazuichi and Akane. Can you tell Sonia and Chiaki? Yeah, got it!
damn it.
We'll meet in front of the bombs later. Meet in front of the bombs? What's going to happen after that? Will we be able to stop them? No, there's no point thinking about that right now. I need to tell Sonia and Chucky about the bombs first. Well, you see, Cheese, why the simulation? For the simple real reason of there is that dating simulator game out there where you learn, what is it? I forget what it's called. What's the guy? He's trying to tell you how to chat up women properly to get all the hot babes, and that's what this is. So this way you can learn what all the proper tips and tricks are, how to do nagging, all that good stuff. And I mean, when you look at Hajime, he needs this help, right? You know what that? Exactly. That's what they're looking for. This was originally supposed to be. Because Hajime's special and he's trying to woo the ultimates. That's right. He's trying to talk to the mouth and does something. Anyways. Need to tell Sonia and Chucky about the bombs first. Sonia should be a central island, and Chucky should be at the third island. Whee! Let's run this way! You know what? I don't think I've had to clean up any poop from Usami at all. At all this entire time. She doesn't poop. What's up with that? Hajime's the traitor. No, Chiaki's still the traitor. I'm standing by firm. Firm on that. So you should be here on the central island. So they're in a reserve. But the only place on this island where bombs could probably be hidden is Jabberwock Park. If that's the case, maybe Sonia's searching there. Yeah, you see, I'm not sure why there's this random reserve here. Oh, there it is. They're doing all this running. There's no poops. No poops at all. These are certainly all theories. It's true, they are, because I don't know. I'm sure you will be surprised and entertained. Are you not entertained? That's weird. I don't see her anywhere. Hey, Sonia! I'm right here.
Too bad.
Just kidding. It's only me. And the funny thing is, I kind of did my Monokuma voice. Ah!
Yes, indeed.
Hajime called Sonia, but nothing happened. Ha 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 ha. Because she's already gone to a faraway place. Huh? Just kidding. If you're looking for Sonia, she was walking around near the military base. This guy, I know he is totally in a mood today. The military base, the one on the final island? Did she already hear about the bombs? Is that why she went to the final island? But even so, there's no reason for her to be at the military base, because the bombs were found at the plushie factory. I don't really understand, but I'll head over there after I talk to Chiaki. Maybe she went to the base on her own without knowing anything about the bombs. Like, she should be at the third island. Alright, let's go. I know, what's up with Sonia? That's the thing, I wasn't 100% on who the killer was, whether it's Kazuichi or someone else, so it could be Sonia, maybe. Every hope for the Despair Girls. No. Oh no. You have to head out. No! It's okay, Guitar. At least you got the VOD. And that is always good. But you have yourself a wonderful evening. Good luck out there. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to do alright with the incoming snow. Not looking forward to that. It's going to hit us Thursday, apparently, or something like that. I'll shove it in all their faces for you, Guitar, if that does happen. This stream. It might not this stream. And it sounds like it'd be a reveal closer towards chapter 6. Halfway through there, possibly. Hmm? Yeah, the music venue? Is that? It is. It's Chucky. Let's go say hi. Oop. Chucky, I've been looking for you.
What happened?
Don't respond so slowly. It's the bombs. We found the bombs. Wait, what? Hurry over to the plushie factory. Don't forget about what? Jeez. That's suspense. Hey, are you listening? This is no time to space out.
Yep.
Ah, you're right. The bombs are bad, right? You gotta go to the plushie factory. I'll head over. Needs to be a little more nervous. Even in a situation like this, she moves at a snail's pace. Alright, I should hurry over to the final island and meet up with Sonia at the military base. Mukuro. But the thing is... The thing that's bothering me is, I mean, we have all 16 students, right? Oh, wait. I thought we did. Oh yeah, that's not including me, derpity derp. There I am, 16. Not plus, okay. I'm like, what? Wait, what? We have 16. I'm so confused. It's a different style of weird, right? Oh, goodness. Whee. To the military base. I totally accidentally skipped that text. $676, we're getting there. We're getting there. See, the helicopters can fly. Why don't we just go in them? Look at her. Sonia, there she is. What is she doing in a place like this? Come on, sense. Wait, what? Now I'm all kinds of confused. Looks like Sonia's digging around the back of that truck. Hey, what are you doing?
My,
Ashley, please do not startle me.
I am concerned.
I thought my heart was going to explode. Explode? Anyway, what are you doing here? Weren't you searching the central island? I was, but there was something I needed to confirm here. Never mind that for now. We found them. What did you find? The bombs, obviously. They found the bombs at the plushie factory. The bombs are at the factory? Let's hurry. Let's hurry over to the plushie factory. The others should already be there too. Hey, what are you stalling for? If we don't hurry, I'll be too late.
You are right.
You're right, I understand. I shall make my way there shortly, so please go on without me. No, take her with you. Huh?
I am sorry.
It's going to be fine. I will catch up with you soon. Got it, then I'll start heading over. I know what Sonia wants to do, but there's no time to argue about it. I left Sonia for now and decided to go to the plushie factory first. Cool. Grab her hand and take her, or at least find out what she's doing. But why is she even at the military base? I could just ask her later. Anyway, the bombs are the biggest priority. I should hurry over to the plushie factory. She's searching for a handgun. Dum dum. That's your attitudes why people die. Exactly! Or they die before you have a chance to find out.
Huh?
Where's Sonia? Told her about the bombs, but she wouldn't listen to me. She said she'd catch up with us later.
Huh?
Later? Why? She should know that now isn't the time for that, but...
Well...
Can I go bring her?
Dumbass!
You really think there's time for that, you freaking dumbass? You're right, we need to stop the bombs first.
Darn it.
Alright, let's go. We stilled our nerves and charged into the factory. Oh dear. The first thing I noticed was the roaring engine of a nearby truck. Truck? Why? Ah, like a hair. There's a truck parked in the middle of the factory. A lot of dangerous looking objects are loaded on the bed of the truck.
Hey!
Those things on the top of the bed, is that it?
Damn it!
Don't know how powerful they are or if they have enough power to blow up the entire island, but there are that many that must be extremely powerful. Did you really drive this truck and carry over all these bombs?
Damn it.
Kazuichi, can't you disarm these bombs? You're good at that kind of stuff, right? I thought I could, but it looks like the engine is also acting as the detonator. Damn it. So that's why the engine's still running. The bombs are set up so when the engine stops running, the insulator will blow off and trigger the explosion.
You!
I don't care how it's built. Can you disarm it or not? Right, Cheese? Right? And the best thing is, he's going to read that in the VOD later while he's watching. He's going to like... It's impossible. I don't have enough time. The main detonator was put inside this bulky metal box and welded shut. There's no way I can disarm it if I can't get this thing open. It's going to take you a long time? That's not good. I mean, it's almost...
This is bad.
Yeah, noon. This message me. Excellent. What if we use the tools at the military base?
Hey!
We don't have time for that. The truck's engine is the detonator, right? Then can't we stall for time by adding gasoline? It's no use. The fuel cap has been welded on to...
I'm gonna do it!
I'll just drive the truck into the sea.
Bastard!
Can't you even have a driver's license? You know, Fuyuhiko, because clearly, unless you have a driver's license, you can't operate a vehicle. Like, you gotta plug the driver's license in order to make it run, right? Are you seriously going to stop me? Thought your family was all about breaking the law.
Damn it!
Even that's impossible. There's a chain wrapped around the wheel. You can't disarm the the bomb, stall for time, or move the truck. There's nothing we can do.
Hey.
Hey, check it out. Huh?
See?
There's some kind of machine on top of that metal box Kazuichi mentioned. A machine on top of the box? Oh, this? This looks like a card reader. A card reader? Maybe. We can disarm the bomb if we swipe the key card.
You serious?
What? Wait, that might be possible. Nagito wouldn't be able to disarm the bombs if he didn't leave some kind of way of doing that, right?
Huh?
Maybe he never planned to disarm them from the start. No, I don't think that's it. Nagito is probably trying to make us do something here. What do you mean, something?
So...
Knowing Nagito, there's definitely some kind of theme to this, I think. A theme? Bastard probably would do something messed up like that.
All right!
We gotta find that. Nagito is trying to make us do something here. That's true. What's he trying to make us do this time? This truck is just one big bomb. Nagito's theme that has something to do with disarming the bomb might be around here. I need to try to find that first. Why, here's a laptop. Laptop on top of the stopped conveyor belt. This wasn't here the last time I came here, right?
How suspicious.
It looks suspicious. It might be good if we examine it thoroughly. Yeah, you're right. It's Alter Ego! As soon as I touched the laptop, some kind of program began running all of a sudden. Almost immediately, a video started playing. Oh, it's not Alter Ego.
Hello there.
Why, hello everyone. Great work. So you really found the bombs, huh? Believing you was completely worth it. Can you imagine Alter Ego Nagito?
Perhaps.
It looks like a video message from Nagito.
You pissed me off.
Video message? If he's got something to say, he can say it to our faces.
Hey, bastard.
Hold on. For now, let's just watch this through to the end.
Now then.
Now that you guys have found the bombs, all you need to do is stop it. To tell you the truth, it's actually not that hard to do. You see, there's a card reader on top of the metal box. As long as you can scan an e-handbook, it will disarm the bombs.
Leave it to me.
Alright, if that's the case, just leave it to me. However,
Well,
it won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward. So if things stay this way, it'll look like I lost, right? That's why I was thinking I should have another battle. So this is going to be your last chance, traitor. What are you going to do? Everyone's life depends on you. Whether or not you save them is up to you. Now then, I wonder how this is going to end. Will the traitor's identity finally be revealed? With that, the video ended. The traitor's student handbook, which is why Sonia's not here.
Don't tell me.
That's it. So it's also a trap to weed out the traitor.
Hey,
Is there seriously a traitor? There is. They should have come forward already. I mean, their life is in danger too, you know. That's true, but... Stop whining and complaining. We should do it one at a time.
you.
Don't be stupid. What if someone besides the traitor uses their handbook?
Hey.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Jockey walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong. So she's not the traitor. Ooh. I guess I was wrong. Okay. Alright then. Or to Nagito's estimation, I could still be right. Maybe it's, you know. Because it's just based on his observations. So it could be Sonia isn't. I don't know, I guess we'll see. But he seemed to have a pretty good...
See?
Who's next?
Hey.
What are you doing? If you make a mistake, the bombs might blow up.
You think so?
But they didn't. You got me there. That's just a fluke. Don't act so careless in a situation like this.
Anyway.
But, well, I guess Chiagi's not the traitor. I don't think the traitor would have swiped their handbook right away like she did. But what if it's not her handbook? What if it's someone else's? So what are we going to do? Who wants to try next?
Hey.
Well, like I said, don't act so careless. Swiping the wrong card might be... Why are you so guarded, Kazuichi? But only once, you know?
Huh?
Hey, what happened?
Well.
Nothing. I might be overthinking it, but the engine somehow sounds... Just then, Kazuichi's face turned pale and he rushed over to the truck. Then as he tilted his head toward the engine, he suddenly shouted, "It's out of gas!"
What'd you say?
Or did you... Huh? What's going to happen if there's no gas? I already told you it's going to blow! But isn't it too soon? I mean, there's still time until noon.
Kidding me?
Did Nagito miscalculate?
You serious?
Calculate? Everybody set us up. At least get your calculations right, damn it. Quickly, everybody, throw your cards on there right now. At least Makuma knows how to keep a schedule. Can't we do anything about it? There's something we can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one thing we can do. What is it? What do we have to do? Pray.
Kidding me?
You serious? Then we should run. Those words, we started sprinting away. That's when it happened.
It is all right. It is not a bomb.
Huh? All of a sudden, the inside of the factory began overflowing with dazzling light. They're fireworks!
Huh?
What the hell is this?
Um,
Looks like they're fireworks. Fireworks? I said they're dumbfounded. The fireworks slowly decreased their intensity. One moment. Sorry, kid's like, I think my tooth can come out. It's really wiggly. I'm like, no, that's like it's just starting to wiggle a lot back. Or you got a while yet. So nice to set this up for us. I know, look at this. Hooray! They said they're dumbfounded. The fireworks slowly decreased their intensity. And eventually...
Oh my.
This means... It wasn't a bomb?
huh?
The heck? I mean, Nagito said... So, it is just as I thought. As you thought?
Hey, hey.
Hey everyone, look over there. A laptop. It looks like it's playing another video. Is it Nagito again? You immediately rushed over to the laptop. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them.
Damn it!
So it's all a bluff. But what about the explosion? Then, what was that bomb he detonated at the hotel? Nagito went to the octagon inside the funhouse, right?
Don't tell
Is that
me.
where he got that bomb? But it definitely wasn't strong enough to blow up an island. Nagito was lying about that.
Pissed me off.
Still watching us from somewhere? He's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? Now, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get.
Hey, hey.
Let's think about that after we've watched the whole thing. You're right.
Hey,
So, how did it go? Did the traitor come forward? If I had to guess, well, I'd say they didn't, right? So then, which is it? It'd make me very happy if you guys could tell me. I'll be at the warehouse next door waiting for your answer. Gotcha. So, he didn't know exactly who the traitor was. It was all a bluff for the traitor to actually go. As such, there was no way that the reader was going to be able to do it, and as such, he was planning for the fireworks to go off. So the fact that the traitor did come forward, and then she's just like, "Oh, it didn't go off. Yeah, I guess. Look, I'm not the traitor." From there, we'll compare our answers, and I'll let you know who the traitor really is. See you later. The warehouse next door? Where Nagito is?
I won't
So I
forgive
should
you.
beat the crap out of him.
that's right.
I'll deliver the final blow and smash his head in with a wrench.
Jeez.
Masters, what do you say? You just beat the crap out of him because I'm the one who's going to bloody kill him. Guys, you've totally flipped your lids. How's not the time to be calm? We need to stop them.
That is an order.
You are right. Let us make haste. Nice melted truck. I have words for you. Jackie, I can't believe you actually swiped your card. I mean, it's great they didn't blow up, but shouldn't you have been more cautious?
Well,
But isn't it better than letting them explode? Well, that's true, but at least we know for sure that Jackie is not the traitor. If she was the traitor, she wouldn't have attempted that in the first place.
I think.
More importantly, we should hurry and catch up with the others, I think. Yeah, you're right. If we leave them alone, they might actually kill Nagito. She's still acting suspicious. We'll see. You wonder how he's doing? I think he's going to be just fine with 3 people railing on him. I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat the crap out of him. Hey, I totally know how you feel, but calm down, man. Shut up. Huh? Everyone's feet came to a grinding halt. Their red, angry faces instantly transformed into a look of caution. Akane, what is it? Can you hear something? It's coming from the other side of this door. The other side of this door? Now listen carefully. I can make out a soft sound coming from inside the warehouse. Music? What's he planning? Is this another one of Nagito's traps?
Huh?
Maybe the moment we open the door, a real bomb's going to go kaboom!
Now then.
Alright, let's open and find out.
Huh?
Please do not, Akane. It is dangerous.
Yo,
Fine, I'll open slowly. No, that's not the problem.
give it to me.
Fine. Those words Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse.
Huh?
It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
Hey, hey.
I knew it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
You?
It'd be fine. I just gotta use a little more force.
What?
It's opening slowly. I ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. It's gonna blow up! Instinctively, we tensed our bodies and braced ourselves. What?
Huh?
What's this? What happened?
Yo,
Look inside.
It sure is dark.
Dark.
It looks like there aren't any lights on. Is Nagito really in here?
Inside the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
hey, do you guys hear something?
Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
Pie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem. Good times, good times.
No, I'm not talking about the music.
And as if on cue, it suddenly started. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's on fire!
A fearsome blaze suddenly began dancing inside the dark warehouse like fiery wings spreading before us.
Wow! What's going on?
Somebody doesn't like Monokuma merch.
For now, we must extinguish these flames. Let us hurry and put them out.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to put this fire out? Should be fire extinguishing supplies inside the factory break room. Perhaps we should use those?
Damn it.
God, let's head to the break room. Listen, Sonia, we ran into the factory. Welcome to 1 million. 1 million? 1 million what? The break room is here, right? Where are the fire extinguishing supplies? Right up here. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them, too. Oh, gotcha. A huge supply of lined up plastic bottles. It looks like there's some kind of liquid inside of them. Got it, those are fire grenades. Fire grenades? The basic fire extinguishing gun. When you throw them at a fire, the container breaks and the chemical inside puts out the fire.
It is strange, no?
But this is strange. The last time I peeked inside this place, I recall seeing other fire extinguishing supplies too. Should be plenty. Let's hurry up and go back in the warehouse. Grab all the fire grenades and rush back to the warehouse. I bet you they're filled with gasoline. They're totally filled with gasoline. Make sure you don't get too close to the fire. It's dangerous. Take care not to inhale the smoke as well. We should throw the grenades from the door at the same time.
Damn it.
What's happening? Clearly it is to cover up a murder. It has to be. There's no other reason why they'd want the whole thing on fire. Like the curtain in the back is burning up. I just have to aim for that, right?
I'm gonna do it!
Let's go! Aim for the curtain in the back. I threw all the fire grenades one after the other. But
Hey,
is this
is
really
it
just...
just me? Or does it feel like the fire's not going out at all?
The curtains absorbed the impact of thrown grenades, which fell on the floor and shattered. They're completely ineffective at extinguishing the burning curtain.
Does it not seem like the fire is intensifying? If the fire continues to rise, it will inflame the ceiling.
This is bad. We've already used up all the fire grenades.
Oh, not good.
What are we gonna do? All we can do now is pray for rain!
Don't be stupid. There's no way it'll conveniently start raining if we pray for it. It's raining?
Good old sprinklers.
So this is the power of the Japanese Terra.
That's not it. It looks like the sprinkler's activated.
Oh, the sprinklers. They must have detected the smoke and turned on.
Yeah, you seem surprised by that. Water continued to vigorously pour out of the sprinklers. Coming for you, Chiaki. After a while, the fire in the warehouse was completely extinguished. It looks like the fire is out. But that is a relief. The hell? Oh, hell no! Man, my merch is drenched. It got splattered with water and now it's soaked. It's so wet.
Hey.
Hey, it's okay to look inside now.
Just a minute.
Huh? Ah, time out. You can't. Nah, no way. Why? Why can't we go inside?
Hey,
Smoke and hazardous gas are still spread throughout the warehouse. Just gotta ventilate for a while.
Well, yeah.
I guess you're right. It'd be a problem if we breathed in any lingering smoke.
So,
Oh, for the sake of your health, please wait for just a little while. While you're waiting, why don't you check out the Monokuma Theater I freshly prepared? Oh no.
You're so stupid.
Everything is a lie. Monokuma doesn't exist. The Monokuma Theater doesn't exist. Everything is fiction. There's no meaning whatsoever. There's no relationship whatsoever. Everything was made. Monokuma can't be found anywhere. What are you doing here anyway? You're right. What are we even doing here? I don't know. Why are we playing this? No.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, now that the Monokuma Theater is over, I'm sure it's finished ventilating by now. Also, I'm finally starting to feel better. Just because my important merch was ruined doesn't mean I should be depressed about it forever. Whenever I feel depressed, I always ask myself this question.
But hold on.
Why are your eyes on the front?
I got it.
So we can move forward. Don't be sad about what's already happened, and be positive. We get it already.
Jeez.
Enough with your bullcrap.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay. Well, I turned on the light for you guys too. You might hurt yourself if it's dark.
Here.
And now go ahead. Go right ahead. Ahead!
Perhaps.
Is Nagito inside? He said he was in his video message, but he probably escaped by now. So much fire and smoke, and I thought I'd finally get beat the crap out of him this time.
Hey, hey.
Well, why don't we go inside and see how it's doing?
You.
Hajime? What happened? Well, nothing happened, but... I don't know why. My heart is racing, it won't settle down. Scared. As if an intense malice is about to stab me. Stab me through my whole body. Well, it should be a nice burnt body. I can't even budge. It feels like everything was too late. Why do I feel this anxious? Get prepared for a burnt crisp Nagito. Dipping flavored good. Anyway, let's go inside. Yeah, that music. I'm talking about. A charred odor permeated throughout the warehouse, and the air was so heavy that it was hard to breathe. The moment I set foot inside the warehouse, a mixture of bewilderment, anxiety, and fear overtook me at once.
It smells.
Something smells.
Hey,
It's not me.
I am sorry.
you serious?
So I say it ain't so. No, not that. It's like a smell I've never smelled before.
Like...
Well, it makes sense that there are strange smells when a bunch of different things were burned.
Hey, hey.
Everyone, did you know about that curtain? You mean the curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean, no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's space on the other side of it, too. When I looked where Chiaki was pointing, there was still space beyond the burned, tattered curtain. But first... Fine, whatever. I wanted to play with the iPod. I walked toward the burning, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I've never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before, and I couldn't help holding my breath. And then on the other side of the curtain, I saw the true source of the intense malice that I had been feeling. It's a pole. He's been pierced. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well then, someone was very angry with him. Very angry with him. Oh my goodness. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. You see, the other ones were like, you know, it was a death, but it wasn't like that. Usually, a death like that is someone who has a deep-seated personal grudge. Because that one's overkill between all the stabbings in the legs, that one arm, and then through his other hand. Weird. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. But who was mad? Yeah, the impression of his mouth. You see, that's because of that, it makes me think that a lot of the stabbings and so on were post-mortem. Because it looks like more that he suffocated rather than died from blood loss or something. Or he passed out from suffocation and then was stabbed to death. But yeah, Nagito was dead. But even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Yeah, no, it's definitely a not a happy expression, we'll say.
What?
What's going on here?
You
Is he really
serious?
dead? Not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know. That's right, it's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito was dead. Deep down, I believed. But when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected to be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. There's your answer, Akane.
A body has been discovered.
He's not pretending then.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Don't tell me.
Juicy of a trial, eh? The body discovery announcement, then it's for real.
Hey,
That Nagito's really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, I mean, Nagito was killed. Kaz. No, he just tied himself up and self-inflicted all of these wounds. Killed? Plus, it's one of us! I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally. Then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
of course.
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey, hey.
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? And the time for action is now! So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma Flop. Hold it right there. What? Don't get my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
Stupid brother!
Shut up, I can't stand this anymore. Hey, Vito, how's it going? How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more, I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're going to talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? What your intentions, anyway? What are your intentions? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fair, you're shutting up too!
Please wait!
Enough already! We've already had enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as the killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice.
Ooh, looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. So I'll definitely make sure I finish this for good this time.
This is kinda...
Aw, does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
what's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
This will finally be over.
you serious?
I think it's Mechanical Leon. Who wanted Nagito dead this badly? I still think the traitor. When we first found Chiaki, she was really weird. Like, she was in total and utter shock. And Nagito's crazy, and he said he wants to help the killer if it'll help Hope. So I'm wondering what he did to himself. And... we've seen people have crazy mood swings and change differently. Who knows? Who knows? People have gone really weird sometimes. I mean, we've had Peko act like Ultra Justice. We've had... Who knows? Maybe. But that's going to be the interesting thing. Will it be? Or will it turn out to be Sonya? Because she went off to the military base all weirdly. So yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, Sonya was still suspicious. So while I still think it's Chiaki, there's still that twinge in the back like, well, what's Sonya doing? What was she doing?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So,
Oh, once again.
the Monokuma file!
Woohoo!
Phew.
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. Despair. Well, the odd thing is, I mean, the despair virus was cured, so there won't be from that. Like, Monokuma specifically said he got rid of it. Although, which was weird because Mikan was still acting that way. But although that was because she remembered her past. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens here. This ends here. There won't be an afterword at all.
Do your best.
Yeah, you can't keep remembering.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you!
Won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? School trip is nearly at an end. It's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
If we can't go home, it'll be the end first if we screw up here.
Alright!
But let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Ooh, that music. Let's just sit back here for a moment. Oh, that guitar just shredding in the background there. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Dead. The victim is Nagito Komeda. A body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. The new investigation music for chapter 5. Mm-hmm. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? What's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. We should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. You probably didn't expect it to end up like this either. Akuma's dead. There's blood coming out of its stomach. I'm turning into Chiaki. Hey, hey. No response. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? You're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like he got stabbed and go into the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
Probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami. You better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I'll definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Would the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie, yeah. It could have been he was holding it to offer out to whomever. A bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Now, nope. Nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Got a lighter? No, 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 no! This is us throwing more of them. Nice. And I can't skip. I can't skip it either. Okay, we're going to be extra careful this time. Lighter, not touching any other buttons. Click. Okay. Even though the... yeah. Ah, this is... it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means...
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. It caused the fire to destroy evidence? Hey, Kaiju! Thank you very much for that, host there. How are you doing this fine, wonderful day? It's the only reason I could think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but... Spoiler has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. How do you know it's not Sonya? That's the thing, we don't. We don't know at all. It could be she was late to the party. So she would have had time to come in here and throw down a lighter before coming to visit us in the plushie factory. So there's still a possibility. Because Chucky was with us that entire time in the plushie factory. Matter for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. It doesn't matter.
So,
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It's certainly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? That happened that recently? Totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. It happened 30 minutes ago. Was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. This is the problem. It's like, I don't know if Nagito's messed with everything. Like, he might have messed with stuff, so... I don't know if, Gosh, I don't know. And everything that happens, it could have been he set up to happen at some point as well, or it could have been the killer, I don't know. So confusing. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. But whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Huh? What's going to happen? This Ron's school trip is going to end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean something?
shut up!
Making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. This is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway. Like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, no. Don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. Well, the sprinkler has the activator to put out the fire.
Well,
You see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
That blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. Like, I mean, he's got rope on his legs, right? One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. Ah, it's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Really? Real, Kaz? Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh at him. Never expected Nagito to die like this. He's always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, that is true, Sonya did know about this weapon. Got a point there, Fino. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. But, if you look at it there, it could be... I don't know. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
Mukuro did this, yes.
by the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons? A knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
The reason they had to use the spear, huh? We got some rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with a rope. Well, it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Good point. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. The good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Jackie moved past Kazurichimi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift move, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. What are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
Put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on Nagito's face looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm.
If that's the case.
Man.
It's no use, she's not listening.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles. Like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately trying to move his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? Which means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. What? What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back in his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Or this might be some kind of clue too. I too think they used the spear to hang him from the ceiling. And as such, that's why I was able to burn the rope before his clothes, because he ended up falling at that point then. Is it out of your mouth? if stabbed? It depends when the post-mortem bit is, yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a game too. They might not know that much. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. Probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, that there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off.
Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered.
Well, that looks like he's holding something.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but
There's something else that's strange?
when you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
Oh, wait.
yeah, there's also blood, but only about the middle joint of each finger.
You're right, why is it only on this part?
see?
It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. Oops, wrong button. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Oh. No, wait, it's on the other hand side too. I was going to say, because yeah, it's grip, but then it's on the... Spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
The way around it, that looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see, I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell! I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye. But the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the card doesn't have blood on it. I'm just gonna say all the words weird now. Make you really cringe. It's a boot the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. The spear has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I blame you for wanting me to play weird games. There you go. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. Could just be a section in French, oh goodness. If I knew enough conversational French, I probably could. But unfortunately, I don't. According to the Malkuva file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
You're right, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? Oh, avec moi? Oh boy! You disregard the spear in his chest. The other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds. I sent out this area surrounding Nagito's body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. So in your mechanical... I think it was Junko. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, let's try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay, so I already investigated this. Tons of books, tons of books. No, having Byakuya was not explained yet. It's a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Wow, not like I'm missing much. Yeah, no, he did not mention anything. He started to talk about things, and then he's like, whoop, I shouldn't say anything. All these CDs, yes. Yeah, what else? There we go, MP3 player. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. What? Why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, see, Luke, if you want to look it up and DM cheese back and forth, that'd be great, but perhaps not in the chat, because I really don't... I didn't come across it at all in there. He didn't say anything. So if it does come up, and I don't want too much spoiled. It looked like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but what's the killer playing music from this? And that... Wait, they were all facing this way? Weird. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. Panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? That was when she opened the door. It was like one of those, dominoes. The domino effect. There you go. But, hey, why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... Yeah, domino effect. It should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Hmm?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? And maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Fine, I'll open it slowly. Oh no, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine! Those words are kind of brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly open the door to the warehouse. It's not opening? Have to block the door, I can barely open it. I knew it was a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? I tell you, be fine. Gotta use a little more force. I happened to open it slowly. I ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Could it be? Was that it?
Well,
There's something else I've been wondering.
hey, hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They can be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So,
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange? That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Alright, the more I'm doing this investigation, the more I'm starting to doubt Chiaki's the killer. Because why is she helping us so much? Like, she's pointing out a lot of things that we're clearly missing. Hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. And that's just weird. Well, even though I did say I was going to freaking kill him, the way I would have actually done, I was just upset, you know? Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
hey,
It's a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
you are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet! She's all drenched and soggy.
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
I wasn't thinking that at all. Ooh, called out, Kaz.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. Oh my! Screwing? How lewd! Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Oh god. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. That poor guy. It just comes out. Think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. To push the oil lighter, they can fall on curtains. It's true. What lewd means? Oh. Lewd is basically making, what is it, like sexual connotations, as it were? Yeah, don't look it up because you will get possibly lewd results. Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I wanted to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Oh my,
It cannot be!
you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Oh man, she's like, oh dang. She's going all out. Jesus, you son of a bitch. Sonia?
I am sorry!
I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. She's not the killer. We can truly trust what she says. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. And if I Google I got lewd content that may appear something about Terraterra. Oh god. Yes, he was very lewd. It is true. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
Because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought
were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient rune. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient rune.
If anything, it would blow up the gun, so...
However, that plan was an utter failure.
Mon Ami was in on it. Look at that.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Secretly. That's true. She's got an alibi with Mon Ami.
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake.
Chiaki still doesn't have an alibi for before we went to the bombs. Well, this was before, so Sonya now has an alibi for the before part with Mon Ami.
However, I did think it was strange when...
Oh, never mind. This was way before then. Because now she still thinks it was strange when Nagito... Never mind.
Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Because this is even before the hotel blew up. That she found out that those were fake.
That bomb was real. I could not stop thinking about it. Upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
So, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I've explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Sonya's account has been added to the True Bullets. I'm pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I can find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
I mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. You might be right, there are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonya mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nizumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him.
Pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can
Hey
you
guys, it's about time we leave this place to try exploring the other areas too.
Response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
There's the lobby. The lobby blew up, but yes, what was the second one? Because this was just a fire, it wasn't an explosion. Oh, yes, no, you're right. You're right. Because, yeah, the Nizumi Castle was exploded. The entrance there. It was like... Is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
Yes, you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
Don't really need to say that.
Hey!
It's okay if we leave this place. It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. I'm still waffling between Sonya and Chiaki. They're the only ones that really make sense for it. But it doesn't explain the timeline. I need to find out Nagito's stuff. You know what? Let's go see his room. The map is what I want. What's with all this mechanical Leon all the time? Perfect, excellent, wonderful.
I'm annoyed.
What happened?
I'm annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
I want to investigate Nagito's cottage, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed.
I don't really understand, but you can't investigate Nagito's cottage? Maybe I should try investigating Nagito's cottage. Because she's really acting weird now, out of nowhere. So that could be the shock of having done it. Huh? It's locked?
Apparently. I can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed.
Nothing I can do. I'm going to go investigate another area. What are you going to do?
I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us.
Let me know when we can go inside.
Yeah, got it.
So, okay. Fine, then I didn't want to go in yet anyways. Clearly, see, Luke, obviously somebody must have spoiled it for you while you were playing Chapter 4. And thus... How many steps do I have? Probably 270? Oh, not 270, I meant to say 570. But no, 626. We're so close. I kind of want to get it before the trial. So let's run. Wait, I almost ran right past it. Because that's the problem is, if it was automated... So yep, there's one missing from here. That wall of spears, I guess obviously where the weapon came from. Spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. Oh, roller coaster, weird. Yeah, there's the anime after this, the Danganronpa 3. I don't know. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Or is there a Danganronpa 2 anime? Oh, I wouldn't mind watching that. I could have totally come up with a lame name like that, but why did the killer use the spear and the knife?
yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier too. No DR2 anime? Oh. I would have loved to have seen a real Ibuki dancing around. Good times. Yeah! Oh my gosh, but then we'd have to deal with Hyoko. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield, but still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? Okay, I guess that's it. This chapter in anime? Oh gosh. Yeah, I think that'd be even crazier looking in anime, yeah. A stage play? What? That's this way, the Fifth Island. I don't remember. Need to be exploded from the inside. Went the wrong way. So we'll backtrack this way nice and quick and then continue. All has stage play. That is interesting. Yeah, he did admit to blowing it up. To the plushie factory. Was it Seeking Industries? I think so. No, that's something different. Yeah, this is something different. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to the military base. Was I? Yes. No? Yes. Yes.
Man.
Acting weird and hostile towards everyone? Yeah, he's weird. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. Easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Try looking through this truck bed. It's empty. Nothing here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sony was telling the truth.
However,
This meant the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
The only one who knew the password, and now he's dead. I know! I know! But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Oh, never mind. He says much in his video message. So were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Nowhere a guy like you would never know how to use them. If the bombs were fake, he only did that. What he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Supply of guns, Ah, found it! What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's the same one. That same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife from here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Bombs are fake. This might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Yeah, wuss. You going to punch the helicopter again? That dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Terror 2. Doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Cool. RPGs? I know Sonya knows how to drive a tank. I need her to go drive in and just go. She can blow. Well, they said a bomb probably couldn't get through that thing on my bobber. The vault door. Okay. You need to go to the factory, not the warehouse. Into the factory we go. Oh, oh. So I want to check out the staff room again because it's weird. There's the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash. Not even trash like me. She does know a lot, it's true. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Cool. Oh, hello! Is there anything new on the laptop? Reminds me, we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. He's still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to... Why did he have to use the video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. Tried messing around the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
My,
Could be.
It totally is. We should try. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However,
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
The one with the hole?
well,
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A
Amazing!
plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. There was a bomb inside. They just wanted to explode if we carelessly messed with it.
Yes,
Either way, it is all gravy.
All gravy? What the heck does that mean?
already.
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However,
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. I'm going to give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. The bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory then. He brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
that is.
Did I say something I should not have said?
But they already did that. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okuma's gun has been added. Woo! I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go! I know the way that it says that it's almost seems like that, but in here it has shown that the killing school life has already happened. It's even talked about it, so it can't be the killing school life but after this. There, see, Cheese, aren't you proud of me? I remember that was called the killing school life. Well, this is the killing school trip. I remembered that much.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Hajime.
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiagi's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do while she was licking my black eye. God.
I didn't do that.
Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. The red eye. No, the black eye. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does that door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey, hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. Now you want her to lick his red eye. Oh, dear lord. Nope, that doesn't make it better. It's true. It's the box that was stolen! So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. I can't even. Wanted to see absolute hope. Becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that he was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. I wonder if there's a clue hidden here. Boy, I wonder if there's something hidden in here. Look at me, look at me. I wonder is it over here? No, over here. Yeah, nope, no clues here. Nope, nothing at all. That's why we have Chiaki right here. She's like, oh, hello. No. That doesn't look like a clue. Let's talk to Chiaki instead. So, that's everything for all the table there. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate. We should try examining some other areas first. I wonder, let's look at this bed. That looks like a comfy bed. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations, so without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. A plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? Gas mask and gloves? He was watching Breaking Bad, and especially he got excited with the El Camino promo about that coming out on the 11th here. So he figured, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and start cooking meth. Clearly. Hey, pretty mama, let me whisper you, let me tell you something. Hey, little. Oh yes, I know that song. How's it going, Nate? These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Yes, because he was talking about poison, but what if he poisoned? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Unless he made thermite to break into Monami's house.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again, started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? And then piece of aluminum, huh? Similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash? Who knows? It'll be too soon to decide that. The heck is this from? I work on some school stuff. Oh man. Yeah, you get that done. School stuff's important. Don't be like me. I was lazy in school. It was terrible. Those party poppers? The fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Oh, is it? Is it totally standing out, Hajime? Because when you walked in here, you're like, I wonder if there's clues anywhere. I don't know. Could this be? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Work on it. Good. That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this was important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. Open it. Turn back toward the treasure box and cautiously open the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. Is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? Took the notebook out from the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contains sloppy drawings, as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch.
Byakuya became the blah blah, everyone's things happen. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monomi write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the fun dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I'd come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
If this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. You're a liar! Well, you always show up out of nowhere. Well, I mean, it's not good to lie, you know. I? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, one of me can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Ooh. See? Bullseye! I know, because I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
That's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Whose diary is it? Let's put it this way, Duke. She was holding her staff. If she can hold her staff, she can hold a crayon. Eh? Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is that what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me. Hold on. She totally ran away again.
Yep.
Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try and get answers from her. But still, I really want to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monomi's notebook has been added. I'm starting to wonder if perhaps there's some memory erasing going on here, because we've already established with school memories being taken that memories can be stolen. Chiaki's acting really weird, repeating things, being really weird, and like she's recognizing something, but well, that's the thing, memory erasing of what? Unless she erased her own memory, so she would be trying to solve the murder. Oh, that would make sense then, because if she is the traitor, she's part of the Future Foundation. Future Foundation took their memories, so they've got the power to take memories. So then, if she went and murdered Nagito, erased her own memory, so this way that got the other members to erase the memory for her,
This way she wouldn't be suspicious or know things she shouldn't. Is the funhouse? Yeah, the funhouse was last chapter, and it was annoying. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? I talked to Chucky. I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There's a severed head. Oh, hello. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside this refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? The brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Yeah, that's exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Okay, this is... Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? There's a warning label on the back. Let's examine a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle, don't drop it. Stop it! If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Ocean preserves them nicely. Yes, salt water. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. The refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
Probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. Hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. Or, you know, we were looking around for him and we didn't find him for a long time. He could have gone back and got it. Not like, you know, the doors were locked all of a sudden, right? What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey,
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
see?
Go back to the funhouse alone, V? Oh! So, you actually have to all go together? I haven't ever tried to go back, so I wouldn't know. Looks like the bottle's less than half empty. Like this from the beginning? Okay. I wasn't sure if now that it's done they could go back again or not. Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, there's still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Oh, well, you know, as long as I'm cute, that's all that matters. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really, real bad. Potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? The hell? Nagito, you're still trying to make us suffer? You're still trying to make us suffer even after you've died. Include special poison added to the truth bullets. And lastly, the bookshelf. A lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on the shelf. The genres and types of items are all so random, I can't make any sense of them whatsoever.
Well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? Then I have an empty heart, for I have no shelves. How's the poison important to the case? That's the interesting thing. Because it was all about that warehouse fire. It was all about that warehouse fire. It was vaporized. It was close to the ground. It's going to tie into that. Definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? Better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but... Well, I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items, examining each one. Even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Except for this. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal! Indeed, the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. Open the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Like my booty. As soon as I opened it, was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Kanye, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. Someone you're with the most likely to commit something against you, since they are least likely in your mind to do it. Yeah, Kanye, right? It's true. I'm not trusting her either, Nate. She's high in my list of suspects right now. File containing information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. Their profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there's one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There's no denying it. Confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the specialty prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. Not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Rip. That leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togame.
There we go. Nip.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in there. Not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, is definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life? Totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. Different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me for that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? He's not wrong. It should be in there. I turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks that could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. That's how Byakuya got fat. No, you're just really excited. Really excited. That's how! I'm not fat, I'm just an imposter, is what everybody will say. Is it whoops or oops? Or woohoo! Ooh, that stretch feels good. That's his talent. Woohoo! Oh, I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Exactly, Fino. Exactly. That's the joke. Woohoo! His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Whoa! We'll just watch the heavy language there. We're trying to aim it towards the PG-13-ish. Occasional swearing is all good, but we'll try to steer a little away from the harsh F drops. What's a joke? I don't know. And he was lying to us the whole time. Oops, that's not Monokuma anymore.
But still,
He couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
oh,
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. Uh-oh. Oh no. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. The heck?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. But then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I've talked to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. It is very full. The only problem with it is it gets very, very itchy. I'm a little bad because I haven't done any beard oils for bad. I need to get some more in there. I want to try beard balm next. See if that works a little better. You know, less than when you asked me. I think that was the... I think we were just saying yes. Because yes. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Lies. That's not her, that's me. It's me. I'm sorry. Gotta save that. Oh, that's just not. That's just. Oh, love you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's just beautiful. Oh, it's even got a nice transparent border to it. There. Beautiful. Beautiful and brave.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. See, Luke, that link is to my new webcam photo. That's what it is. What if you guys had your school? Oh yeah, an onion link. Oh, that's interesting. I was linked straight to the picture. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Whole Speak Academy, you should have known about the Ultimate Imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Wait, what? Was this about an onion? I'm confused. Jeez, quiet, peasant! I just don't know why you think that I'm streaming it. Jeez, I just don't know why you think that. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just looking at these 16 profiles. Oh no! It's not in the same spot! I need to get this in a transparent one, so I can put that over my camera as well. Oh goodness, now there's both of them! Ooh, that's actually strangely telling. Needs practice. Yeah, I've already forgotten a lot of the different voices. She has quite a few of them. Like a big old cutesy boy. So look at these 6 profiles. I still want to know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. It was just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Whole Speak Academy. You made a fake profile for that traitor and included it in here?
correct.
Which is why Chiaki was like, my profile is in there, what? It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up? Wait.
Bye-bye.
Excuse excuse me for a moment. Ooh. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is.
Well, Cheese, because I stopped late last time, I could potentially keep going.
I mean,
Or
your
stopped
bank
early
account
last
may
time,
go
not
up
late,
and
but yes.
down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
I did, and I felt very bad
Time's
about
up.
that.
We will begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock.
And there is trial interruption points as well, so it could be maybe today we'll stop at one of those.
I'll see you soon.
Last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about Monokuma Timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Real deal. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Monokuma's still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, plan to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well,
But still, also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. Class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right, you're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Still don't trust Chiaki. But we have to find out why in this trial. Yeah. What's Monami at? 341. Oh, she does poop! Just not very often. 341's way too much. I'm not spending time running around doing that for nothing. Way too much. I'm going right for it.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Yeah, Makoto's the ultimate hope. Can't. And is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
I've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? That guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. We can really go home after we deal with this class trial. I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. The heck? Why are you here? This game's like a Doki Doki type game? It's more like a cross between Phoenix Wright and Doki Doki. In the terms that it's still a visual novel, essentially. But you do need to solve crimes. Yes. So people get killed and then you have to investigate the trial, and then you have to do investigation and then a trial. I've never played Persona, but I was going to get Persona, the newest Persona, because it went really steep on sale, but then they said there's going to be Persona 5 coming out, or 5R, with new stuff and a better blah 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 blah. But yes. So now I was like, well, maybe I'll wait for that. You haven't realized it yet? A feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
I'm right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. Possibility may be small. As long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight!
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
Coming out till next year? Yeah. Bad night. I think... Yeah, no, it got me depressed in some points as well, just from certain things. But, yes. There's reasons why they give warnings. There's very important reasons why they give warnings about that all throughout. Definitely for, not for people who get very sad easily. It's all about looking about those button eyes. Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you start talking during the trial. Oh, I'm fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
You're right, we need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Roar! This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. I'm ready for this last class trial. It's going to be great. He's going to do it. Going to... And this time, oh gosh. I better not run. When I run into things where I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
This elevator ride. It'll be the last time for this too, right? Hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
No, we don't. There's all kinds of things that always come up during the trial. Don't get all the evidence right away. Just talking points. And alibis and blah. I know it's cheese. He's sitting there. Every time I'm right, he's like, no, you're not right, V. Have you thought maybe it's this? Nudge, nudge. The killer, he managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. Yeah, Vino's, I don't know about them. I don't know. You know, guys, if Vino comes back to the streams ever, try not to pick on him, you know? We don't want him to feel like they were left out and all. If you were the killer the whole time. I know, Nate, we were hoping that I'm secretly hoping that's the case at one of these games. That'd be hilarious. Be awesome. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeted us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Oh.
Well now.
Now that the chatterbox Nagito's gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Oh, just start this thing already.
Hey!
This is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
It sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm. Make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Despair Girls on Saturdays? Like, Despair Girls will be after this game, because it continues on the story a bit, or fills in some things. And then after Despair Girls, we'll be taking a break, going on to a different game, while I watch the anime off on the side, because I want to finish off the story. Depending on 2? Okay, good. That is the end.
Now then,
Let's get this trial started.
Viva Killing!
I'm playing DG on Saturday. Yes. On the Saturdays, this month, I'm just continuing my current game being played, and then I went ahead, because we're near the end here, I'm like, I better go get this other game installed first. I went ahead and did that and started getting that ready. Yeah, Kazuichi's like, peace! Catch you later! This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komade, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he even helped despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us, too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it. What? It was the nurse? She was a killer, it's true. There's no way we can end this without knowing. You'll be consumed by despair. How did Mikan die? She killed someone. So then she was sentenced to death. I was actually really disappointed with her execution, to be honest. And that's why we absolutely have to find out the person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. Then, yes, you are right. Technically, it was a lethal injection of the sorts. Yeah, basically, she went on this giant needle. She was on top of it, and then it was getting injected, and then off into the sunset. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Yes, I would like to say thank you very much. And I still have like one thing only. Oh wait, no, I have this. Oh, wait, I did unlock another one. Greatly increases influence gauge. Effective during the class trial, cannot go in. Yeah, sure, why not? Woo, look at me and my no skills. Pretty much. Good times, good times. All right, well then, let's finish our preparations and head right in. Infinity Unlimited.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Because you might have forgotten it with all the other class trials.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Aw, Nagito's ex is bloody looking.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Gundam's has a different font
Pick
size.
the wrong person.
Or different font.
I'll
Gonna struggle,
punish
but no.
everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
With murder in her eyes. Oh, she's actually not tied up this time either.
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
She's just staring bloody murder.
Chesto! One more time!
Oh, he's getting angry. She's not mentioned doing anything.
How about this one? This will be my final blow!
Still nothing.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
I want to know what Nagito did to himself.
That traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
He's been acting.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Okay.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or you can make your argument. Goodness, so many things. Have no clue what it's going to be.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Oh my
The
goodness.
reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
I know.
Because the killer tortured Nagito.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
Oh
There's
goodness.
no way I'd torture someone.
Ooh, this one is going to be tough. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
No, wouldn't be Monokuma
The reason
panels.
Nagito's body was covered
A
with
little
wounds.
later. Kuma's account. All the boss right, however, apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Eat a pizza? Oh.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Yeah, the duct tape was on before. That's why. Yeah, so why would they torture him if they put it on before? What happens in chapter 4? Well, Epic, in chapter 4, we gotta go visit the funhouse. So it was some good times that we got locked in there, and there's a whole starvation thing, motive that went on. As well as Nagito gotta find out that I'm just a reserve course student, a worthless nobody. Ugh. Remember this trial, just how it plays out. Excellent. But I do think it is duct tape.
So that's why he was so... What were they trying to find out? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, is whoever found...
That was Fuyu. I found it.
We're
There's
gonna
no way I'd
go
torture
do
someone.
that.
The killer didn't take Nagito. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was
Hey,
covered with wounds.
Epic Gamer, thank you so much for that
Because
follow.
the
I
killer
appreciate that.
tortured Nagito.
No, no! Just in time. Yeah, I deliberately didn't say
Nagito's mouth was covered with
who
duct tape, so he
died
wouldn't be able
and
to
who
confess
got
anything.
killed in case you didn't want to get spoilers for that part. But yeah. Need to sleep? Alright. Catch you later. Thanks again for the follow. You have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest. Catch you later. His mouth was covered with duct tape. Yes, sir.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Oh, wow. Already? Damn it, Cass. Why you gotta be like this?
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Wait, yes, please, spoils? Okay, I'll quickly tell you about those in 4. So, alright, Mechamaru came back as well. So Nekomaru did survive, but he became a robot. So then everybody was in there, stuck in the funhouse, starving. And then Gundam Tanaka decided to fight Mechamaru in a way to, well, free everybody in a fight to the death. So they battled, and then Gundam came out on top. So the whole trial was us doing the investigation, trying to find out who killed Mechamaru and how. So we found out various things about that. We found out about this special octagon place that has all kinds of weapons and crazy stuff inside of it, which is actually what's happening inside this trial. Is there's bombs in there that are being used as well as this poison, possibly, that's happening right now. So we ended up finding out Gundam was the one, and then he was dealt with. Alas, he was my favorite guy on this, though. A little sad. Your favorite trial from the franchise auction? Ooh, well then. Oh dang, really? Okay, I guess we'll see how this goes.
Stupid Hajime! You got caught in that trap!
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Rebuttal! Okay, probably torture wounds then.
Like you said, Nagi, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Ah, darn, this one. I still got an advance.
Keep his mouth shut. How is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First,
Oop.
the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
He couldn't!
Then, after they killed him, they ducked. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Contradicts the truth. If you listened to me till the very end, I wouldn't have had to go the trouble of repeating
Pay
myself.
attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
I think there was one
Then,
after that.
after they killed him,
Yeah, it was that
Allow me to
one.
cut through those words.
After they killed him. I had a feeling it wasn't that first one. I
No,
slashed too
there's
fast
no
to see what the
doubt
second
Nagito's
one
mouth
was.
Covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
That's right, I said the stupid word.
Who cares about the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Maybe. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape
No
off
problem,
Nagito's
Epic. No
mouth,
problem at
right?
all.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape
Exactly,
was
she
used to be
didn't
able
say
to
no.
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
How could they?
So, friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Dude, I'm wondering if Nagito actually did a lot of self-inflicted
No, they
wounds.
didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
Because I could see him, as weird as it is, because he had his hand in a certain way, he could have went, like, stabbed his leg several times. And then, because it's in his other hand, he went and stabbed it into the knife into his other hand there. But why would he do that is... Why does he do anything that he does? I don't know. Pepto-Bismol.
If not, they wouldn't have taken the
Are
time
you talking
to
about the
set
dead
fire to
body?
the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Yep, so it did knock over the lighter
Which
back there.
means it is plausible here set the fire.
Oh my gosh, I totally missed your word saying, why does this kid blood look like Pepto-Bismol? I just glossed over that. I thought you were saying, why does this kid look like Pepto-Bismol? But yes, thank you, Cheese, for the censoring purposes. I shaded on the blood because the knives and spears in the body weren't grabbed. Well, there's actually, it's interesting. There are specific laws in some countries that you can't show skeletons or blood. So, interestingly enough, you can show violence, people getting shot, maimed, and so on, just as long as there's no blood. So by coloring it a different color that looks really weird, that's why. And then, or I'm assuming that's why.
The killer isn't one of us.
You can get more sales everywhere.
Huh. I mean,
And then,
it's
yeah.
wishful thinking.
It's fit the art style too. Yeah, which is perfect. At that point, it becomes like, it's used so much in the first game that, hey, why not make it a series thing? And it helps with consistency. Oh. No, Siri. I did not say you. I said series. Oh my goodness.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
Your blood wasn't neon pink yet.
You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Oh,
Alright,
Cass.
let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Okay, we know why. It's from all those panels. No, she's never going to love you, Kaz. Give it up already. Monokuma panels.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yes.
The killer used
Oh, that's
some kind
Plushy.
of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
Maybe.
They probably just threw the lighter.
No.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter,
Clatter, clatter,
it can
clatter.
stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Come
Maybe
on.
they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Oh, no, oops. I didn't fully read that. I got excited. Tip it over. Yes, yes, yes. And then I was like, oh.
Crap!
Yes, I know. I got
The direct cause of the oil lighter found
The killer used something, lit the curtain.
I get too excited.
They used the oil.
And I keep thinking about it being slowed down.
It could have ignited.
some way. Maybe they used invisible
There should have been a way to tip it.
or perhaps opening the door caused
Yes. But now we're
intense
wait.
wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
Open the door. Look, Monokuma panels.
The direct cause of the oil lighter found
The killer used something, lit the
To
curtain.
keep reminding myself, I gotta listen to the entire conversation all the way through because there's little things like that.
It could have ignited.
some way.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to.
Or perhaps opening the door.
I agree with that.
We're agreeing with Sonia. See? 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 Take that, Kaz.
Also agreed that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Pincher bug. Ugh.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line.
For those of you wondering how big that bug would have been, this is 2 inches. This is my thumb. Now imagine that crawling around your face.
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Yes, that's right. I have a tape measure right on my desk.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles,
The killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second.
Oh, interesting. Well, that ruins my theory about him stabbing himself a bunch of times if he was tied up to all of those pillars. I appreciate you using the stars, mate. Thank you. Socks on so you didn't feel it was up to... Oh my gosh. What's that mark at 3 inches for? There's a mark? There's no mark at 3 inches. Although you did make me look. One of those back to when you're into Ung team. And oh man.
And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That Joe has ligma. Joe mama. Ah!
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
There's one other thing. I mean, they did have music on. Oh, it was really loud music. I bet you that's what it was. It was blaring throughout the warehouse.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
Yeah.
That hymn blaring
Super
throughout the
loud.
warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt like it was inside a Dark Souls game with the boss coming out at you. Even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Why does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. As if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
It would have been like
Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. Ah, this again. No, it's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off feelings. We're going to slowly open the door. Clatter, clatter. No, it's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? When I ignored their protest and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. This is the third time I'm reading this exact piece of text.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Pretty much, I'm trying to keep this channel at least PG-13-ish. So yeah, no hard Fs. The occasional swear is fine, but if you're like writing up this big long cuss message that is like, wow, come on, man, come on.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
How it
You don't look
looks.
so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
It would have to have been something more.
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Shugi's talking about is the fact that they could have been... Ooh, couldn't have left. We couldn't take any merch. Oh man.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be
That'd be right there, mate.
killer inside the warehouse wouldn't
Nate.
be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually
Respect the
only one person who could've
PG-13. Well, I
possibly
appreciate
done
that
this.
it's respectable. I figure originally I was going to try going for just straight PG because it's really easy to police that. Just like bad words, no, don't do them at all. But at the same time, being able to freely express yourself is still kind of nice than having to really watch your language. Sometimes things slip. Heck, it slips for me all the time. As you can tell while streaming, you can see there's hard curse words in the text. I'm trying not to read that myself necessarily, but occasionally, you know, the odd one will slip in, or if I get worked up about something, I'll let the odd stuff out. But I just hold myself to a higher standard where I'll try not to swear much. Just because personally, I don't enjoy watching streamers that swear up a storm the entire time. It's just something that I personally don't like, and so it's a personal choice. But don't want to limit everyone else too much for that. But yeah, that is that. Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Oh, wait. Only one person? Sonia wasn't there. Thinking that's who it was. She was the only person. Wait, was she not there at that point? 1 second. Oh, Nagito. Yes. Nagito was the only one who could have set it up because everybody else was outside. Because we all went inside together.
This is my answer.
Yes, big brain time.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know. He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
'Cause he's a weirdo that way.
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
Slip the cuss words when you hit your feet by the bed. Exactly like that. It happens. If I think I'm doing really good at a game and it's like, oh crap!
Torture wounds. Or did you
Or
already
something
forget?
surprises me.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
Could this be a suicide? I mean, technically, a lot of this poses where it could. It could be a suicide. I just never really considered that possibility. I'm trying to look for... Just one tier. Okay. As long as it's one.
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
He had one arm free. Like, it made it to look like one arm was tied up and that rope just burned, right? But he could still tie himself up with one free arm. How do you get a knife in that arm? The knife was in the other arm. Like, it was, like he could stab himself and then go tie it up. You still have use of your fingers. It'd hurt like the dickens. Because it was stabbed through his palm.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Yeah, that's the part. Your elbow on the table and felt like you got, oh.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all.
Yes.
No matter how much you think about it,
Getting hit in the
it's
funny
clearly
bone.
impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it. But I feel like I'm overlooking something. Torture wounds, burned rope. That's the part of the burned rope, I bet you. Wait, yes, it's right there. Or possibly the survival.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's
Okay.
obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be
Okay, let's just double check what this burned rope says. Rope is tied to Naga's right arm, burned off. However, Naga's right sleeve still looked clean, so he could have actually used the lighter on that little bit of frayedness, and that's why it wasn't hot enough to actually burn the clothes, or something like that.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Oh, jeez.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Oh no, guitars in here? Yeah. Come out down south and now use your third tail. Your front tails. You could be a lot funnier than F. Yes, there's a lot of interesting words you can use.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be
You couldn't do much with the...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Okay, so it's not going to be a consent.
To actually tie up your own arms. That's obviously
Tying just the legs is tying both arms would
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
Probably.
impossible if you were by yourself.
Nope.
Crap.
Yeah. To prove that it isn't
Actually
impossible.
tie up your own arms and legs.
Survival knife, duct
That's
tape,
obviously impossible.
plushie,
tying just the legs is
panels,
one thing, but
oil lighter,
tying both arms would be impossible.
torture wounds.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
I mean, I could try grabbing her
Or if you
thing,
use your front tail?
use your teeth,
Dirty joke!
and then fire
Is
that
a
at
dirty joke?
his...
To
No, you can't
actually
grab
tie up
consent,
your
so
own
okay.
arms and legs. That-
Maybe.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
No, son of a...
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would.
You couldn't do much with...
It'd be impossible.
How about if you use, or if you use your
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Okay,
No.
there we
that's
go. Well done. Well done, Cheese. Well done.
Hold on a sec.
I don't remember what I was fired at the first time. I thought that's what I fired it at. Maybe I hit a purple thing. I don't remember anymore. That premise flawed.
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
I'm gonna say no to Akane. I mean,
That was
I'm
just
more of a
burned
Chiaki
by the
kind of guy
fire.
myself.
He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
That the burnt rope is a trap. His right sleeve.
See. Take a
Stream
close
delay?
look at
Most
his
likely.
right sleeve.
Sometimes I get that happening to me. Which case, because I do have my stream on low latency, I think you should only be about 2-3 seconds behind instead of the usual 10 or something that some streams have. Try just doing a quick pause and play. I'll wait a little bit because that sometimes resets it where it'll jump ahead to where it should be. I don't know why it just happens sometimes. So let's see here. I'm going to wait a little bit just to see if you do that. And then we'll just get back into it so this way you don't have a chance. I mean, you won't miss anything. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam, going forward.
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't
It
you
did?
agree?
Alright, perfect.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would
You
look like
see?
it was burned in the fire.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right, Notorious. If you're on mobile, unfortunately, sometimes it's ridiculous. Yes, see, Luke, low latency. You can choose to stream with a low latency mode. It's requires a better bandwidth, and it could make the stream go a little bit slower sometimes, but, and your phone feels like 15 seconds behind. Yeah, unfortunately, on mobile, that's the one thing that Twitch needs to work on. The case is figured out. Suicide, case closed. Yep, there we go. All good to go. I was just talking about Beloved. Who is that? That's a very good question, I bet. We don't know. Guitar in here earlier thinks that she was talking about Junko because she remembered her past. So if she was all about that despair and fell in love with Junko, it could be who she was talking about. But it hasn't 100% said.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Oof. Rip to your mobile friends. I appreciate you guys checking out the stream on mobile, but also I feel sorry for you because Twitch's mobile streaming needs to get it up a bit.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Oh, Kane, what the heck?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
What the heck? Change the phone to have a low latency option, then I think that'd be 100% positive things. No one's going to be bad for that. It's true. The only reason why I think they don't have that is data fees. And cellular providers don't necessarily like to... A low latency mode would take a lot of extra bandwidth and so on, right?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Actually, no. With your right hand, you could have like put it in his legs even, right? Be all like, we're going to use a prop here, it's going to be great. It's like, whoop, whoop. And you can see, you sit there like that and then just stab! And then there we go! Voila. Oh, it's called a Nagito trap? Oh, blindage. Okay, you're gonna sleep for real. We'll catch you later, Epic.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
There's an ad cutting off this. Oh, man. That's what I get for not pre-rolling ads, I guess. Apparently you can pre-roll and they won't show ads anymore for a set amount of time, blah, 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 blah. But until they say how long ads and how often, I don't feel like spamming you guys with ads now that I can do that if I wanted to. But yeah.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. Okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Okay, get yourself some of that ad block. Yes! Ad block is great. But if you don't do ad block on my stream, I get fractions of pennies if you watch my ads.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Oh, excuse me.
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
That's a good question.
If
Propped
he
onto
just
what?
propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I do think the plushie might be at. If ads on your channel, well, you know, it has been recently changed so this way all ads on affiliate channels now give money to the affiliates. It used to be only partners got money for the ads. So technically, that does mean I can also set up ad rolls. And apparently I can go all the way up to a 3-minute ad. Who the heck would use a 3-minute ad? That's ridiculous. However, you get like fractions of penny per views. Like you'd need 1,000 views on a single ad to really get anything from it. And really only the huge ass partners have that. And even then, most of them only have hundreds of views, so yeah. Inside the hole in the plushie and stab it? Yes, that could be. Yeah, Nate, no, I hear you. I hear you. It can be pricey out
Even
there.
if Nagito's right hand was free,
But hey,
how could he
sitting
stab
here in
his
my
right
chat,
hand with his right hand?
just chatting like this, that's all I could ever ask for. I appreciate everybody here who's just sitting here chatting. Because that makes the streaming a lot more enjoyable, having people to
And
talk
let the
to.
knife fall. Could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I consented! Oh, I mean, your 0.001 cents definitely goes
Life-size Monokuma
goes
plushie.
along the right
He must
along
have
the
used
way,
that
but
to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
and why his blood was on the plushie.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Oh, yeah, there's Twitch Turbo as well. I think that you could pay for no ads. Old Twitch Prime is a different thing than Twitch Turbo. It's very confusing, but yeah.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
But then why is it so far away?
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
It was funny, we were trying to try out the whole ad thing on Lance's stream. And of course, when we did it, because we wanted to see if there's picture-in-picture yet. But we were all subbed, so none of us got the ad. It's pretty funny. A funny story, someone RP did this before, but instead of a plushie, they used something that almost made us lose the case. Oh man. Nice. Oh.
Super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Yeah, I can see that because it melts.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
And that's the interesting part, because I mean, the blood was up at the top too.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh, Connie, are you going to say something? No, but Kazuichi's thinking it.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe.
You know what, jeez, it's true. I've been sitting here thinking about the fact that he had to be killed by someone else, but so far it is really looking like it might be a suicide. Because I can see everything with him being setting it up. Yes, and that is the trap. Yeah. Sure, would it be like $10 though? It's definitely not cheap. And the streamers sub to don't make any money. I'd rather give my favorite streamers money and not Twitch. That's one nice thing I like about Twitch Prime. I mean, at my Amazon Prime is that I at least get the. I mean, I use it for my Amazon orders, but also I get that $5 a month I can just give away. I know that's the poison. The poison's when the fire starts. So the real question is, did he die from the poison? Like, what killed him first? That's the...
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
I mean, the poison makes a lot of sense because Monokuma specifically was like, whoa, don't go into there until after it's ventilated. Because everybody would have died. He wanted to make sure the poison was out of the air first.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Laptop on your lap is chilling at like 8 pounds and your hips hurt. Sounds like you need to work out those hips, Nate. Just start doing some thrusts every day. Yeah. And through the trouble of this whole trap. Why the poison? Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. In which case, it makes me wonder somebody... Lance, looks like we grew up in a time with 2 light laptops. It's true. Well, actually, the laptops nowadays are lighter than they used to be, weren't they? Like... My old one here isn't too bad. Actually, it's got some hefty weight to it. Yeah, no, I mean, this is pretty heavy, and this is a newer one, so I can imagine. Especially if you just destroy your room like I'm doing right now. Garbage lids on the floor. Trash cans spilling their garbage everywhere. How are you doing, Lance? He's going to kill you all before he died, maybe. Battery's heavy. Makes sense.
Monotomy's sassing me.
Ooh.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same.
Clean. Alright, sounds good, Lance.
Too much for
I'm
granted.
probably going to be
Convenient.
ending the stream semi-soon anyway, so it's all good, all good. I'm just trying to get to a stopping point.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, It's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Oh, trust me, Lance. There's a reason why I specifically kept certain... whatever those gems or skills are called, I forget. The pearls. There was one where you can look at the map, or where you are on the map. I kept that on the entire game.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Yeah, well, I had Lance up. I was lurking silently in the background there, like I so usually do while I'm working.
What kind of way?
And
I don't know.
Metroidvania type games are great for that.
You
Getting
don't know.
lost. Ugh.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right, we made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now,
Alright, let's do this.
I know she seems suspicious, but she's also trying so hard. But she might be trying so hard to show the suicide parts.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only...
What's this survival knife? Alright, blood on left hand. That's what it was.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No! It does not rule out his left hand. No mods on your channel? It's true, Fino, it's true. Right now,
It's still too early to
I have
dismiss
very-
the possibility that he used his left hand.
specific criteria for modding, and I'm pretty small where I'm able to do all my stuff by myself right now. I haven't really felt like I've needed one. And I've had
I mean, his left
problems
hand was tied up, you know?
in other moderated channels before that I've been in, where mods will get too crazy overpowered and start banning people for no reason, and it's a whole big ordeal. So let's just say I'm still working, learning how to trust again.
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Now, I've never once banned anybody. Not once. I have timed out, though. Slander, on the other hand. Slander bans.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
You don't want that, Fino. You don't want that. It's going to... When you get banned, deletes your entire chat from the VOD. Nobody will know you even existed. Guitar, when he reads this later while he's watching, he'll be like, what?
We might need to
Who are
think
people
and
talking
use our
to?
imaginations for a bit.
Who's this guy?
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was left hand doing when the blood splattered? Gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
But what was he gripping that would go
Grabbing
around the
his
back?
right tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
It's... Oh, before I die, I just gotta quickly grab...
Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
compared to the rest of his body, The wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
It's true. They are very mild.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
What section of the spear was he holding on to? The cord.
I see.
Because it was wrapped around his...
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding.
That's the
onto
only way
cord.
there could have been no blood on the back, is he was wrapped around his hand, so this way he could throw it up or something.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
I know, it's tough. It's tough because,
Isn't the size of that cut-off
ages.
section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito
Sorry, on the
was
ceiling since the beginning, yep.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Got up onto the girder.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was ripping the cord extended from the butt of his spear with his left hand, but from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with a spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that, then could it be? State of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. Just to get on and think about it, be able to figure out where the spear was and what stage it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh boy, logic drive. He seems to keep having, is that over yet? I know. I keep thinking it's her, and then she keeps doing, whoa, what the heck? She keeps pulling crap out where it's like, well, maybe not. Whoa! Which is nice, because if it's just a straight cut and dry case, it gets boring, right? There was a spear just before. Above, yes. What is this? What the? Oh. It looked like it was like homing in on me, but it's just because I just happened to be going at the right. I just happened to be going on the right course for it. Oh, well. Or I could just cheat and do that. Whoa. Oh. I mean, it's not taking off any of my life, and I've got 3 minutes, right? I don't care. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder. With blood on it. I mean, sprinklers technically were also above him, but... Woo! Woo! Look at us! Doing the mad tricks. I mean, they definitely have to make it harder considering this is... That's what I get for looking at the webcam. This is supposed to be the last trial, right? Oh, where you going? Where you going? Whoa! Oh. I mean, I'm also holding the acceleration button the entire time, too, so... Oh no, there's logic drives in Chapter 6. No!
What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The spear's cord, the rope on Nagito's left, rope on Nagito's right. The spear's cord. Because the spear had blood on it. Doesn't mean you don't have to think. Oh. But I don't want to have to think no more. Oh no. That means we still have a Hangman's Gambit to go through too. I'm not looking forward to that one.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
No wonder.
Nagito did that all by himself. Did he have some sort of ESP?
Guitar had messaged me before saying, like, the best part of watching the VODs is I can skip the Hangman's Gambit. I can just fast forward. I'm like, oh, well, I could do that in the game. That'd be great.
Awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Cheaters.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this,
Girder.
there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
Excuse me.
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
It would be a very elaborate suicide, yes.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
I think he would have done both legs before the arm, though. Because, you know, that arm's holding the spear.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. Completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatened us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place?
Kill himself in a library. Why not be
He
flash?
had no
Yes,
qualms
I
with
understand
killing
that,
anyone.
but
He did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal
caused
the
that
traitor.
much pain for himself, though.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
So I'd help find the
He caused a
traitor.
bomb scare for that reason alone?
That's the thing I don't
He's
know.
a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
Oh, no. How does the suicide help find the traitor? Well, okay. Because if the traitor is from the Future Foundation, and the Future Foundation is the good guys, and they want people to survive, by him committing suicide, it force them to no. But then why would they need to come out and say that they're the traitor that now instead of earlier? Especially if they killed now. I don't know.
What?
I don't
You're
know.
not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Well, I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but I feel so uneasy about it. Because we don't know who the traitor is,
So
or...
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay. to
Monami's
end it
going to
here,
speak up,
huh?
I bet.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Hmm?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Well, they're related to Nagito's death. And something even he couldn't mess
We're
with.
gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with. I'm guessing the poison? I mean, these were hidden. So all these are things that he messed with. Like, I mean, unless it's this, the file. Whoops. Yeah, we could try the file.
crap!
Nope. Read about something else. I guess it has to be the poison, I think. Oh, the Monokuma file. That doesn't make sense. Oh, there's no cause of death. Suppose that.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
I'm not sure, Nate. And the funny thing is, in the anime for Danganronpa 1, that's even in the anime. The fact that there's truth bullets and stuff, and they fire them out at each other. It's like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
That's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
This is Nagito Kamada. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. His time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stab in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. This is part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is What is it? What's in the Monokuma file? Eggman's Gambit! Oh my gosh. So, this is where I'm going to thank Cheese right ahead of time right now. Because it's going to be... Oh, I pushed the Y by mistake. Cause of death? Oh my gosh. Where's my U? No! Oh, I guess I could have used that E actually. Oop, there's an F. Oh, sadness. Goodness gracious. Well, it's not a... Nice. Ah, my health is just dropping. Well, I was complaining about, you know, it taking too long before, right? Focus? Who cares about focus? I'll take the damage.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
See, the interesting thing is, he was planning this suicide. And then the poison got him, and that killed him, and then that's when he dropped the spear.
The spear
Because
in
he died.
Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth! There he
The
goes
fifth.
again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important
It is
mystery in
true.
the
He's
case.
the one who had the
Are you
poison.
saying that
So,
applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
perhaps he was
Suggesting
planning.
again that his death wasn't a suicide?
Yeah, because no one could
Guys
get
were
into the
ones who said it was a
cottage.
suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me.
Did you use the phrase, I plead the fifth? Yes.
For example, would that malice just end here?
Yeah, his cottage was locked. Nobody could get in or out.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying, but if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh,
No.
splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
He did say fifth, it's true. All your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. Absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He was yearning for that. And the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. There we go, perfect. We're at the class suspended. There we go. We can continue next step after this Monokuma Theater.
No, no!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. All right, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Besides the fact you're snapping me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother!
It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Well, there may be some demands for that. Oh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
Alright, we'll save up. Be all like, doop. And that is going to be that. No, stop, don't resume. No.
I'm Monami.
No, Monami, go away. Shoo, stop. Return to main menu. Although this is a good music to start, maybe. Nah, we'll go with the regular music. Anyways, that is it for me tonight. You all have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter. There's my Discord. I put up my VODs on YouTube as well. And thank you very much, everybody, for helping out. Kinkaiju for that host. Epic Gamer Timso. Not time. There's no E for the follow. You all have yourselves a wonderful night. We'll catch you later. I will be live once again this upcoming Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, when we will continue and find out who did it. Well, who done it? Catch you later.